Yo, what up, what up, what's up, everybody? This is Anthony Fallon, Tone Set of Sports, back again. Um, I wasn't going to do this, but, well, I couldn't help. I'm just going to do it anyway, and I'm just going to follow up with Lamar Jackson and stuff, because, he just had his pro day, March 23rd, um, and so I haven't been able to really catch up with it because I've been on the road and I'm just getting back from Buffalo, New York and stuff. So it's been a long day today, but I was just watching some clips um, off YouTube and stuff, some of the NFL channels, and listening to the interview that Mike Mayock had with Lamar Jackson um, after his pro day, and listen to a couple other people off the NFL Network channel that chimed in on Lamar Jackson and stuff. So, and they said, for the most part, it was a solid, pro day for Lamar Jackson. Like I mentioned, he has good touch on the deep ball. Slant route was his strong suit. Now he struggled. Uh, uh, he struggled on running, on throwing with the running and throwing with the ball, um, and particularly the out routes to the sideline. But he has the arm strength to get it there. It was just the fact that the lack of mechanical footwork, um, the ball sailed on him a little bit. So overall, it was good. And so this is the thing that I was saying um, the whole time is listen to the media talk. The media talk, and also uh, what Mac what Mike Mayock said he heard from the GMs, coaches, and of these NFL organizations. Because okay, first thing, let's just break it down. First, it was he should uh, run his 40 time. He should run the 40 because Bill Polian said, it was like he should try his hand at wide receiver. So he didn't do it at the combine. He didn't do it at his pro day. And I like the remark that he gave to Mike Mayock too, because he was like, game speed. Look at the film. You know, see if they can catch me. And I love that about him. He has a quiet confidence about him. And respectful at the same time. And I think that's what people are not. That's what they're not. That's why I say they don't get us. They don't get us. I mean, he has good confidence about himself. Well, it's going to be about what are you going to teach him in the next level so that he can be successful. He said that in that interview too. He could fit in any system, depending and do whatever you want him to do if you teach me. So you gotta listen. You gotta listen, man. He's speaking a language. The boy is an alpha. He's speaking an alpha language because he's straight to the point with whatever question they throw at him, whether it's Mayock or the press. When you look at some of the earlier interviews, like during the combine and stuff, it's straight to the point. As simple as that. And so Mayock was trying to see, where his head was at on the he gave him a situation, situational football, 3rd and 8, Florida State. What would be his favorite play to run, and his route options and all that stuff. So he broke it down. He was like, so what if the that cover one is really not cover one? It goes back to cover two, and he broke it down. And the only thing, and this is where I'm kind of like I ain't into my feelings about it, but it's just funny because media folks are they're actors. You in a sense you have to understand that no matter if whether the weatherman or whatever we're talking about sports media or whatnot, they are there to kind of persuade you, or what is it to persuade your public, or to give their public opinion, what I'm saying, a little bit. And this is what, because I'm not only talking about Mike Mayock because he was pretty much in his corner, and because of this reason, because his mother is his manager, and he's almost representing himself, but she's just handling the business side of things. And so this is just like LaVar Ball in a sense, with his son, and maybe Lamar Jackson decided that he's not gonna get an agent just yet until it's time to, if needs to. I guess when his contract, he want to find out who's really interested in him, because he wants to start right now. Yeah, he wants to start right now, and who's going to take him serious? He wants to start. I believe he will sit. I believe he will sit behind, if it's a good team. Let's just say, like I said, one of my 5 landing spots is New Orleans. He would have no choice but to sit behind Peyton. I think I say Peyton. Um, Drew Brees. He would have no choice but to sit behind Drew Brees. But that team is already well established. It has a good defense now, and it definitely has a good offense. But if it's a team that's going to start him day one, I think he's trying to weigh his options out. He wants to see who's interested in him. So this is the thing, because Peter Schrager was saying some shit on game day morning on the NFL Network channel, and it was alluding to the verbiage of the offensive, the play calling, of the play that was called during that Mike Mayock interview. And he was like, from what I was told, normally it's like 12, they're calling out like 12 different words, or or for an offensive play, and he only called out shotgun 80, shotgun double something 80 or whatever. I'm like, look, well, yeah, that may be true. That in the NFL, that's why they want to know who can retain information, who can process it, can spit the lingo, the offensive coordinator lingo properly to everyone else, and execute the play. Now, that's not his fault that if it's that's what Bobby Petrino called, or okay, maybe what we could say, you can kind of speculate and say, well, that he just shortened the terminology for him. You can go there with it, okay, that's fine. If you want to make that point, touche. But still, that's what was called. That's how he called his plays. That's the call. That's the plays that was given to him. So he called it just like it is, because this is where Peter Schrager failed to mention about that whole interview, is when he was talking about the play call and the short verbiage. But he also broke down the coverages. So therefore, he, even though the verbiage might have been short, but he knew what to throw if it was cover 3, cover 1, or cover 2. So spare me the bullshit, man. Spare me the bullshit, because this is that media talk that I'm talking about. And so the other problem is, now that he had a solid pro day, and really he's probably in the top 5 as far as overall talent. Now, I'm not talking about top 5 as quarterback, top 5 talent, period. So the whole thing was, okay, of course they're gonna bring up the 40. He didn't run his 40 time at the pro day. And so he told Matt Mayock, look at the film. He blew by everybody. Whether it was Florida State, whoever, whatever, whenever he ran. But people got to remember, a lot of his runs was designed. They was run option. It wasn't the fact that the pocket broke down and he just took off, or he took off before the pocket even broke down, like Michael Vick. And that's the that I alluded to this on one of my other videos. The only difference between him and Vick is that somebody try to say Vick was a better throwing quarterback in college. That's bullshit. Vick was low 50s, man. As far as completion percentage, he just had a hell of an arm. That's all Vic had. He didn't have no touch. He had a rocket for an arm. Like I said, it was a rocket long. It was a rocket medium. It was a rocket short. Vic had no touch. This brother shows touch. So that's why Vic is giving him props and saying, he's Michael Vick 2.0. He's an upgraded version. So the thing is that he doesn't have an agent representing him. It's his mother. And so now that he had his pro day, now the thing is this. See how this media is going to, see how they're spinning this shit? Oh, some of the coaches and GMs said they've been trying to reach out to his mother so they can schedule an interview or a private workout and stuff like that. And he said that he worked out for the Houston Texans. He had an interview and he worked out. Or he had I'm gonna just say he said he at least had an interview with the Houston Texans. So he's telling you. You see, you listen to what it's coming directly out of the horse's mouth. He's telling you. They bullshitting. And believe me, they're trying to get his value to drop because really that brother is a top 5 pick and they're trying to get him in a later round. Someone's trying to get him. Or some of these teams really licking their chops, hoping that he falls. And hopefully the 2, 3 to 4. And see, this is my thing. If his mother's running it, she has a sharp business mind. Or he's running it, he's calling the shots. And maybe this is part of his strategy. I'm looking at it from both ways now. Maybe this is part of his strategy. And maybe they are trying to reach to him. Maybe he's not. He only responded to one team so far. For a scheduled interview and private workout or whatnot. Because maybe he wants to go to a team that's already established instead of a team that's still building. That has that has a lot of holes to fill. And you want to go somewhere where the holes are a lot. You can pretty much fill the holes if you draft right, and maybe a few free agent acquisitions. That could be a thing on Lamar behalf, but and his mother. It's smart though. So we just gonna have to wait to see for things. We have to wait to see if things Okay, excuse me, y'all. I'm exhausted. We have to wait to see things unfold. As we get closer to the draft, and maybe he will get an agent, or maybe he might represent himself. I don't know. I don't know what his what was it? What his major might have been business or what are you doing, Rock? Being a sports agent, so he took up law and business, that's what he might have done, and he might represent himself. He might do a LeVar Ball and change the landscape. I mean, who knows? Well, up until this point, we just have to wait and see. So I'm trying to think if I covered everything. Oh, yeah. And so they try to say RG3. They try to compare him to RG3 and Vic because they ran the 40 time too. And he chose not to. He said it's on tape. And he's definitely not uh, what's his name? Risk is the Griffin boy. I forgot his first name. Um, but he's definitely not him. Why? Because uh, Griffin was more compared to Michael Vick, if you ask me, as far as height, size. Um, didn't have the pocket awareness. You know, coming into the league. Um, thanks to Shanahan, he had success early, especially his first year. Um, and he was injury prone coming into the draft. Now, Lamar Jackson is about the same height, same size, but Griffin looked a little bit more stocky, like Mike Vick. You know what I'm saying? Had that stocky look where Jackson is a lot leaner. You know what I'm saying? Has more of a narrow body. Now, if you want to compare him to a black quarterback, it is more like Randall Cunningham, if you ask me. Maybe it's not. He's not as tall. He's not 6'5", but he's more of a pocket passer, and with the ability to make you miss in open space when he runs. That's what Randall Cunningham his first till he got hurt, really. Until he got hurt. That was probably what, his third, fourth season, something like that. Um, Something like that. Also, I'm see it's all popping back up in my head. Another thing is this. The other angle is this. Remember who he replaced at Louisville is Teddy Bridgewater. So don't think that him and Teddy Bridgewater uh, don't communicate has lost communication and stuff like that. And look at what Minnesota Vikings did to Teddy Bridgewater. You know, he got hurt. He was and Teddy Bridgewater was. It looked like he was starting to go up until he got injured, and that was a possibility because he has a slim frame too. And he came back last year. He was still injured most of the year last season, but he was cleared to play. But I can understand you wanted to ride the Case Keenum momentum. That's understandable. But then look what happened in the offseason. They didn't even re-sign him. And clearly he was the better player of between Bradford and Case Keenum and himself. And so they went on and got Kirk Cousins. And I told you his contract was going to be something stupid. I can't remember. I mean, my thing was more like he was going to be the first independent contractor in the NFL, where he's just going to demand all his money up front, and pretty much he did. But he not only got his money up front, but he got 3 years guaranteed. And Kirk Cousins is really not that much of an upgrade than Teddy Bridgewater, for real. But I mean, Kirk Cousins, get your money though. I agree with you. Get all your money right now up front because contracts has never been guaranteed. You know, I think maybe one person had a guaranteed contract, or two. I think Romo might have had more like a guaranteed contract, and maybe Peyton Manning. I think it was somebody like that. Maybe Peyton Manning, but like I say, only a quarterback. The quarterback is the only position that really can do that, because they're such a dime a dozen to find just the even quality quarterback, for real. You look at ask the Browns. You know what I'm saying? Ask the Browns how hard it is to find a quality quarterback. They don't had 25 quarterbacks since I heard that today on one of the clips, since 2000 and something, early 2000s, 2004, 2002, something like that. They have 25 quarterbacks. Wow. So um so Bridgewater might be, he giving them the game, like, bro, you see what happened to me. These teams they are not loyal to him. They just gonna exploit him for his talent. That's why he's not gonna be. That's why he didn't display his running ability. Because look at what happened to RG3. RG3 should have never started his first year. And Shanahan was kind of telling you that too. That's why Shanahan drafted Kirk Cousins, because RG3 really wasn't his guy. They traded up to get him and wasted all those damn draft picks. That was the dumbest thing Dan Snyder done. And it was Dan Snyder's boy. And go back and check fucking Robert Griffin. That I finally got his first name. Robert Griffin third. Check his jersey sales. His first year. It was number one. Remember that. His jersey sales for the first, especially, and check it. Well, actually check his first 2 seasons with the Washington Redskins. His jersey sales, he brought in millions for Dan Snyder, and that's the only reason why he was drafted. Because he was electrifying. Those are the words I've used. I probably used. I think I did use electrifying or more polarizing. I mean, what's the difference? Just like a Vic or RG3, or Randall Cunningham, that has came in the league, because they're so rare. But not too many of them last. You can say Cam Newton is like that as well. Cam still needs to work on his foot mechanics though. I think it's too late though. So my thing is just listen to the media and how he spent it, and then go back and listen to Lamar, how he just give it to you direct in short answers. That's all I'm saying, because it's the media. This is the media spinning this for the NFL league. That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna watch a movie. Had a long ride, just getting in, and y'all have a good night. Peace.